and be authentic. Don't be trying to just copy what you see is cool. Create something that you really love, and that's what makes it really fun. When you're creating nail sets that you really love and getting money from it. Hello, I'm Indesha Marie, and welcome to the Slangin Dope NAILS podcast. Over here, I will be discussing nail tech topics such as the business side of the nail industry, product reviews, and giving any tips and tricks that I have learned along the way. Now, mind you, these are my opinions, and all of this stuff comes from my personal experience, and you may not agree with that, and that is okay. But keep it cute. Personal businesses are becoming real deal profitable businesses. They started booming in the pandemic, but way before the pandemic started, there were thriving press-on-nail businesses out here getting to the bag, that press-on-nail bag, such as Queen Custom Claws, Dippy Cow Nails, The Nailist Co., and Nailed by Christy. Right before the pandemic hit, I was in preparation for starting my own press-on-nail business, and unfortunately, because the pandemic did hit, it kind of like changed my plans, and the press-on-nail business got a lot of bit saturated, and I got a little discouraged. But after just doing some research on saturated industries and businesses, I learned that just because something is saturated, it does not mean that you can't make any money. Think about it. When you're in a store, how many different brands of bread do you see? Water, perfume. There are so many different brands of one particular product, and just because there's mad competition, it does not mean that you can't still get this bag. I'm starting to see well-established nail businesses that produce acrylic, gel polish, regular polish, or nail tips, really starting to lean in on press-on nails. An example would be Kiss. I have been seeing a lot of YouTube girlies getting sponsorships from Kiss to promote their press-on nails. So that lets me know that press-on nails have become their own lane in the nail industry. And because of the pandemic, the world has changed. So some people just don't want to risk it and go out and get their nails done anymore. And with the popularity of handmade press-on nails, or just press-on nails in general, a lot of people don't really want to go sit in a salon because they can easily pop their nails on at home. And then there are other folks who work certain jobs that have that have either strict rules or nails are just not allowed at all, such as military personnel. And if this is your first time tuning in, or you haven't watched any of my videos, I actually used to be in the military, so there are rules in the military that are geared towards nails. When I was in, you couldn't wear a color that wasn't complementary to your skin tone, but the rules have changed, and they have changed that, so I don't know what the update is, but there are still rules. Like, you can't wear like outlandish, you can't wear glitter, you can't wear ombre, you have to keep it very simple. French tips are allowed, white French tip, white. When I was in, I did some black French tips, because black, when I was in, you could wear black nail polish, but I don't think you can anymore. But I got some black French tip. I used to be a little daredevil when it came to nails in the Navy, because I just wanted to express myself, and I mean, here I am. now doing nails. And back on track. Medical professionals, people who work in the restaurant industry, dentists, and vets are some of the jobs that either don't allow nails or they have rules regulating how you can wear nails. And that's where press-on nails come in and save the day, because before you go into work, you just pop them right off. That's what makes them dope. That's why a lot of people are switching to, well, one of the reasons why people are switching to press-on nails, but the really big reason is people just don't want to sit and have a long nail appointment. I mean, I understand time is valuable, but a good quality nail appointment is definitely looking at an hour and a half and 2 hours. But if you don't have that, then of course press-on nails would be the alternative that people would go for. Okay, so that was a little education on press-on nails. Let's get into these reasons. Reason number 1, you do not have to be licensed to be a press-on nail artist. Since you're not putting the press-on nail on an actual person, then there's no need to have a license. You can just start your press-on nail business, but of course there are some legal things that you have to do. You have to establish yourself as a sole proprietor or get an LLC, but I would not recommend an LLC unless, I mean, you like popping. I made the mistake of getting an LLC in the beginning, and from me to you, no, you do not need to do that at all. But luckily, if you do decide you want to go ahead and get an LLC, and maybe you decide later on that wasn't a good idea, you can dissolve the LLC, and there's no biggie about that. But you will have to get a DBA, which is doing business as, in your state. So each state has a database for DBAs, which is, doing business as. That's the name that you're going to nail your business. You need to make sure that name is available and make sure anyone isn't using that name. You also want to check TikTok and Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and make sure that you are picking a name that is not being used, so you don't, get, confused with another nail artist. Before we get into reason number 2, here is my pick for the dopest nails of the week. I absolutely love this set. I love a good crystal nail design, and the bling placement is perfection. Dawn Marie Nails is definitely giving what it needs to give. Let me know in the comments what you think about this set. Reason number 2. If you're not quite ready to handle in-person one-on-one client interactions, but you still love nails, everything nails, then starting a press-on nail business would, help with that. You still get to do what you're passionate about, but you don't have to actually deal with clients in person. Maybe you don't have the space to accommodate clients, or maybe you're an introvert and human communication on a constant basis is just too much for you. So that is why I made this a reason, the second reason, because not everybody wants to actually sit down and be a traditional nail tech. Now that there are options available for people to make handmade press-on nails. So if that is you, then starting a press-on nail business definitely helps you with that. No one-on-one in-person communication with customers, but you still need to make sure that your customer service is top-notch, and your website and Instagram, whatever you're promoting on, it has clear instructions and is easy to read and easy to navigate, because if it's not, then that could potentially make you lose a customer because your website is confusing and they don't understand. So if you don't want to do too much communication, then you need to lay it all out on your website, on your Instagram, or wherever you are getting clients. I almost forgot, but there is one more take to this not having to do one-on-one interactions with a client in person. Since you don't have to do one-on-one in-person appointments, that means that you can work at a schedule that fits your needs, that is perfect for you. That means that you can do your nail orders when you have the time, or whatever day that you pick throughout your week to do that. And it's really giving flexible schedule, and that's why I really love doing press-on nails, though I will be doing a bit of both. That's what I really love about press-on nail businesses, is it gives you more flexibility, especially if you're a mom and you love nail art, but you don't really, maybe you don't have the child care to actually take clients. And so this is a great business for moms. I literally started my press-on nail business I think my oldest son was maybe 5 or 6 months when I started this business, because I was having a hard time keeping my nails done as a mom, and I was like, I need a solution, and press-on nails were the solution for me. Number 3, so running a nail business, you gotta learn how to do that. And I don't know about you, but I would like to do that at a slower pace, and I feel like having a press-on nail business allows you to do that at a slower pace. You can learn your way around the business and, really learn the financial side of it. Like, I really made the mistake of not tracking all the money that I was spending up in here and I was not tracking my inventory, all these type of things. So if you're watching this video, you already got a jump start, so you need to make sure you keep track of all of these things. And I feel like with a press-on nail business, it allows you to do that at a slower pace and learns you to learn and take your time to learn these types of things, because you don't want to find yourself in a situation where you don't even know how many products that you're buying or how much everything is costing. And so I just feel like starting a press-on nail business allows you to take your time, because there's really no rush. You can figure this out, and you're not actually charging people in person, so your price is already there on the website. If you're getting flooded with orders and you don't know how much money you spent on your product, that can really mess up your profit margin. So with a press-on nail business, you're setting your prices before you even promote. Your prices are set after you make the sale. You decide on how much you're going to charge for whatever type of nail design, a full bling nail, half bling nail, foil, chrome, whatever. You can decide all of those things before you even start. And I feel like with a traditional nail business, people like to kind of play with you about the price and be like, oh, why it costs this much and la la. But a press-on nail business, that price is already set, baby. What you paid on the website is what you see on the website is what you are paying. There's no ifs, ands, and buts about it. And you set that price. And if you figure out that it's too low, then you can go back to your inventory, go back to all your data and figure out, what can I do to make a little bit more money? Or, maybe compare prices with other press-on nail businesses. That could be dicey because some people are charging really too low, and there's some people who are charging a nice healthy price. And so you can look at that and figure out what you're going to price your stuff, and you can do that at a slow pace. I feel like press-on nails give you the opportunity of figuring that at a slow pace and not have to be like a client up in your face like, okay, so what's the price? And you like, okay, hold on, I paid this much for inventory. No, you need to know that beforehand. So I feel like you really get to learn the business side of running a business, because it's not going to change too much, but there are some differences, but tracking your inventory and knowing how much money you're spending on products is a really big deal in a nail business. Reason number 4, which is my favorite, nail art. With a press-on nail business, you can play around and have fun and figure out who you are as a nail artist. And that's the fun part. Let's be real, that's the fun part. So with a press-on nail business, you're doing what you like. You're doing what you like. And in a traditional nail business, you're doing what the client, customer tells you they want. In a press-on nail business, you create a set from your brain, what you find creative. And I have seen some creative sets like, and I mean, they sell it too, so don't worry. Whatever you make, there's most likely a client out there for you, so don't even worry about that. So you get to play around and figure out what type of artist you are. Like, what's your favorite design? Or maybe you can specialize in something like marble, whatever. Like, you really get the opportunity to learn yourself as a nail artist, because in reality, I watch a lot of nail techs on YouTube, and a lot of their customers get, basic French a lot, and they're like, dang, switch it up. So this allows you to find who you are as an artist. That is my favorite thing about the press-on nail, where every nail design that I made was from my own brain. Obviously I got inspiration, but it was just like, it was my art. Like, it's your art, and that just makes it so much more fun. So if you do decide to go and be a nail tech, then you already know how to do a bunch of stuff, and I think that's dope, because once you decide to be a nail tech and you're learning acrylic and figuring out how to make that acrylic look good, you don't have to worry about if you know how to do this and this nail art, because you can go ahead and practice it before becoming an actual nail tech and working on people. So when you start working on people, they were like, oh, I want this, and you're like, okay, yeah, I can do that, because you've already did it. You've done it multiple times during, while having a personal nail business. And that is why this is absolutely my favorite reason, because I mean, like I said, it's the most favorite part, right? I mean, that's how I feel. I don't know, maybe you don't feel that way, but I do feel like, I mean, laying acrylic is pretty satisfying as well, not gonna lie. But the nail art, to finish off that smooth application, that's what I love. And don't worry about the nail sets that you created that don't sell. It's okay. Like, not everyone is going to like the nail sets that you create, but that doesn't mean that there's not someone out there that absolutely love it. So if you make a set and it doesn't sell, you don't have to take it down unless you want to, but take it down because maybe you feel like you're at a different level of your artistry, and that doesn't project the artist that you are now. So you decide that, okay, I'm gonna take this down because these nails aren't exactly who I am as a nail artist anymore. Do that, but don't let someone not buying it or not liking it make you feel like you need to take it down. You don't have to, but of course you can. It's your business, you can run it how you want to, but there is someone out there for every nail design. You just gotta post it and market it and get it out there. Get it out in front of the right customer or client. I keep on going back and forth. Same thing. Interchangeable. All right, the last one, number 5, which is in reality the best one. You can make the same amount of money as a traditional nail tech. Like, I watched this video on YouTube where this personal nail artist, I want to say it was Made by Chloe, something like that. If not, I'm pop it up. And she made $100K from doing press-on nails, handmade press-on nails. Like, whew, I can't wait to get there. But you can make the same amount of money, and like I said before, with a flexible schedule. You price these nails right, baby, you'll be making $100K and not have to work as much as a traditional nail artist. Maybe, sort of, kind of, maybe, possibly. I can't confirm or deny that you would work less. But the fact that you can have a bit more of a flexible schedule, you know, and you price them right, you're making $100K and chilling. It's like, it just seems like the best of both worlds. And you gotta know that I absolutely love the press-on nail world, the press-on nail game, because I'm sitting here telling you that you can make money. I mean, ultimately creating or encouraging my own competition, but it's enough money for all of us out there to get this bag, because like I said, everyone doesn't have the same taste in nails. But if you are designing a set or sets that someone loves, and they're gonna shop with you because they love your style, they may shop with others, but a certain style that you really just knock it out the park, they're gonna come to you. And so there's money to be made. There's really no need to worry about competition or anything like that, because you're unique. As long as you're not copying other people's work, that's a no. Well, I mean, unless a client, customer asks, but trends in the press-on nail world, if all of us are selling the same set, then it kind of there. But that's my opinion. But obviously you can follow whatever trends you want because it's your business, and I can't tell you what to do. But back on track. The same amount of money is available. If Chloe, I'm pretty sure that's her name, made $100K, then so can you. I mean, you just gotta market. You gotta show up on social media and be authentic. Don't be trying to just copy what you see is cool. Create something that you really love, and that's what makes it really, really fun. When you're creating nail sets that you really, really love and getting money from it, that is what makes press-on nail businesses just French kiss. So boom, you can make the same money. You don't actually have to become a nail tech at all. You don't have to. Or you can do a combination of both. When, you know, seasons are kind of slow, you can focus more on the press-on nails. You got options, like the options in the nail industry I just really live, because I mean, not on topic, but you could just do pedicures. That's money. No, not on topic. But I'm just saying, the industry is $1 billion industry. So that means it's money to be made, and press-on nail businesses are profitable. And I mean, in my opinion, I don't think they're going to be going anywhere anytime soon, because a machine-made press-on nail cannot give the designs that a handmade press-on nail business can. They just can't, and so they can't really compete. But you know, like I said, my opinion. Okay, let's run it back. So reason number 1, you don't need a license. Simple as that. There's no need to take a state board and get hours. You don't have to do that when you are starting a press-on nail business, unless you decide you want to be a nail tech. But other than that, no license. You don't have to handle one-on-one in-person client interactions. And if you're just not comfortable with that, or you know, and maybe you're young, maybe you're like a high school student or college, you just don't have the time to be doing all of that, but you still love nails, so you don't have to worry about that one-on-one in-person client or customer interaction, but you can still work on your passion. Number 3, You can learn your way around running a business, and a little bit more flexibility when it comes to making mistakes, because you can catch yourself a little bit faster. Because if you're handling clients in person, you may let something slip. You may not charge what you charged before. You may slip up. But when it comes to that personal business, the prices is right there online, so there's no half stepping when it comes to that. And that's why I love personal businesses, or I love the structure of a personal business. So learn the nail business at a slower pace, and I just really think that's a really good reason to start a personal business. Number 4, which is my favorite, figure out who you are as a nail artist. You get to play around and buy products, but don't buy too much. Don't go crazy, because you got to make that money back. Don't go too crazy, because I'm just honestly looking around at, I went crazy. So don't be like me. Don't go crazy. But yeah, you get to really learn who you are as a nail artist and play around with different materials and just design sets that you feel like are off the chain. I'm showing my age. And if that nail set does not sell, that's okay. Like, if you love it, then that's all that matters. That's all that matters. Lastly, number 5, you can make the same amount of money as a nail tech. It may take some time, and may take you raising your confidence and feeling like you can charge such a premium price for press-on nails, but it's money. The money is out there, so do not be scared to show up as your authentic self and design your nail sets the way that you want to, and go chase the bag. You just gotta promote yourself. You will find your ideal client. You just got to stay consistent, and you will find your ideal client. And that is all the reasons why you should start a personal business. I just feel like it's a really great source of income, especially if you're younger and you don't really have time to take clients because you're in school all day or whatever. So I really love personal nails. I really, really do. And so I just really wanted to do a video showing whoever watches this that definitely do it. Like, the money is out there. You can take your time. You don't have to buy every product. You don't have to know how to do every design. You can take your time and learn these designs. So when it comes to doing your nail sets for your customers, you can get it done quickly, get it shipped out, and everything is just good to go. Like, if you really love this nail industry, this nail art, if you really, really love it, definitely start with a personal nail business to find out who you are as a nail artist, as a nail tech, whatever you label yourself. If nails are your passion, just do it. Like, I really pushed off doing nails for a very long time, and I don't want that to be you. So start with the personal nail business and have fun. Like, oh my gosh, have fun. Like, that's what I should have said. Have fun. Have fun while establishing your personal nail business. Have fun. Whew. Okay. We're all done. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you enjoyed this video, definitely make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to see more videos like this. And congratulations on starting your nail journey. I wish you nothing but success, and hopefully see you next video. Yes.